Today, we're going to talk about a skill that can literally mean the difference between life and death, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR. So let's just jump right in.
I want you to really think about that for a second. It's a situation we all hope we never face, but being prepared, well, it can change everything. So seriously, what would you do?
Because see, the moment someone's heart stops, a clock starts ticking. And for their survival, every single one of those seconds is absolutely critical.
To really get why our response has to be so fast, we first need to understand what's actually happening inside the body. So let's start with the basics.
Okay, so what is cardiac arrest? Well, to put it simply, it's an electrical problem. The heart's rhythm just goes haywire and it stops pumping blood. Without that blood flow, the brain and other organs start to shut down, and they do it within minutes.
And this right here is where you come in. In the middle of this chaos, you have a really powerful tool you can use, CPR.
You know, a lot of people think CPR restarts the heart. It doesn't. A better way to think about it is that you become a human life support system. You're acting as an artificial pump, a bridge, really. You're literally keeping that person alive and buying them precious time until paramedics can get there.
CPR really boils down to two core actions. The chest compressions, they're doing the heart's job, pushing blood with oxygen up to the brain, and the rescue breaths, if you're trained and willing to do them, are what keep that blood supplied with fresh oxygen.
Okay, so you're in that situation. You've realized it's a true emergency. Now what? Let's walk through the exact steps because your first response sets the stage for everything else.
First things first, make sure the area is safe for you. Then check if the person responds. Tap them, shout, "Are you okay?" If you get nothing, you need to get help moving, like right now. Point directly at someone and say, "You in the blue shirt, call 911 and find an AED." If the person isn't breathing normally, don't wait, but one hand on top of the other right in the center of their chest and just start pushing, hard and fast.
But here's the thing, it's not enough to just push on the chest. The quality of the CPR you give has a direct impact on their chance of survival. So let's talk about how to do it right.
There's a huge difference between just going through the motions and actually being effective. So what does high-quality CPR even look like?
Okay, first up, speed. You're aiming for a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute. You know, a great way to keep that rhythm is to think of the beat to Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Seriously, it's the perfect tempo.
And you have to push deep. For an adult, you're aiming for a depth of at least 2 inches, which is about 5 centimeters. This is so important because that's what it takes to actually squeeze the heart and move blood around.
And there's a few more key things. You have to let the chest come all the way back up after each push. That's called recoil, and it lets the heart refill with blood. Don't lean on them. Keep any interruptions, like any at all, to less than 10 seconds. The cycle is 30 compressions, then 2 breaths.
You know, in a hospital, it looks like a pit crew at a race. A whole team works together seamlessly. But the big takeaway for all of us is this: doing high-quality CPR is exhausting. If there's anyone else there, you need to switch who's doing compressions every 2 minutes so you can stay fresh and effective.
So we've covered the what and the how, but I know there's one big question that holds a lot of people back, and it's a completely understandable fear.
Right, this is what people worry about. What if I do it wrong? What if I break a rib? It's a really valid concern, and it can make you hesitate when every single second counts.
And let's be totally honest. Yes, complications can happen. The force you need to use for effective compressions can sometimes cause things like rib fractures.
But here is the absolute bottom line. A person in cardiac arrest is already clinically dead. A broken rib will heal. Death won't. Your actions, even if they aren't perfect, are their only chance. You can only help.
Ultimately, being prepared is what makes all the difference. This knowledge, these skills, they are the power that can turn a bystander into a lifesaver and help bring someone back to their family.
So now you have the knowledge. You don't have to wonder what to do. The only question left is, when that moment comes, are you ready to be the one who acts?